Hello amigos, Amiga here, and welcome back to Sonic Mania. I've got the game up here, so I thought I'd leave it on competition mode because I love this little animation, especially with Knuckles having like a hissy fit. But we're going to go back to Mania Mode. Now the highest voted character, or mode from last time, was Ray from the poll, so we're going to be doing Ray. I said it'll be New Game Plus, so we're going to be starting off with all the emeralds and stuff. Obviously it will skip the intro animation cutscene where they're on Angel Island, which I find kind of sad. I feel like they should have added that, but it doesn't matter. Now, Ray the Flying Squirrel was originally in Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, an arcade game that I don't think it was only released in Japan, but it was mostly like just a Japanese thing. And then after that, he hadn't appeared in any game since until this one. Sad face. He had appeared in like comics and stuff, but game-wise, this is like his only appearance. Now, Ray, he pretty much controls like Sonic, like most of the characters do in this, because this game has the good idea of, oh, let's actually make everyone control like Sonic. Whereas for some reason the 3D games don't like to do that. However, the difference with Ray, as you probably notice, I can fly like this. You can press back and he gains height, and if you press forward he gains speed, and that allows him to be a very, very broken character in some instances. I got a bit bored of waiting there, so I just turned Super Ray. I love his episode of Mania Adventures. I was actually, that's a good segue actually, because I was going to start talking about Mania Adventures in a second, and with that comment I feel like now would be a good time to start. So, Mania Adventures, I'm going to start off with the first episode. So the first episode was just Sonic. Get this. And it was just like a little like weird Roadrunner skit, I guess. That's kind of what it reminds me of. And it just had them with the bomb, and it was more of like just a little mini comedy thing. I mean, most of them were, but I feel like they added a bit more story after that, which is cool. And I feel like it was like a really nice start, and as a whole I feel like Sonic Mania Adventures is probably the best Sonic like animation, anything related to animation, because it's not really a TV series as much as it should be. And then after that, the next one they had was the Sonic and Tails one, which I quite liked, because from there it kind of felt like they were going by like what the games did. So like the first one was just Sonic, the second one was Tails, the third one had Knuckles, if I remember correctly. So it was kind of like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 in a way. That's just how I felt. And that episode was pretty cool. Let's read the chat first. Ray visited Dinosaur Land and stole the Cape Feather. Pretty much. That's the best way to describe his ability. The second episode, in a way, like, I was kind of iffy on it because of the fact that, like, Sonic probably could have been able to take out Eggman by himself, but, like, not to, like, a, like, oh, this is bad extent, more of, like, a, like, it was just something that I questioned in my mind, because in terms of the actual episode, it was really good, and obviously, it made Tails actually feel like Tails again, because after Sonic Forces, I kind of felt like they completely changed his character, and I don't like that, and I know a lot of people didn't like that, to be honest. Then after that, I believe, was the one where they also introduced Ray, because they had Knuckles in it, guarding the Master Emerald for once, and Ray comes in, and he has the wanted poster with Mighty, and he's trying to look for Mighty. I'm pretty sure he's probably stole that from Sonic Generations, that wanted poster, to be honest. No, I want to do that. Let's try that again. No, I didn't gain enough thing there. Height. I'm probably going to need the speed booster. Let's try that again. Let's try one more time. There we go. And that's why I love Ray. I probably should have been able to get that my first try, because I tried to doing that like 50 times for the speedrun video that I did, and I don't want to go that way, I want to go this way, because this way's quicker. And that episode was really, really good, the one where they introduced Ray. That was probably my favourite episode. No, my favourite episode actually is the fourth one. The fourth one introduced Mighty, and it had a Metal Sonic as well, and the stuff that they, like the comedic stuff they did with Mighty, I really, really liked. The first one I can think of in my head was where Ray like hits him, and then Mighty punches him back and he goes flying. I've been inadvertently speedrunning Chemical Plant 1, trying to get to the big ring in as little time as possible in Encore mode. I lost it when Knuckles grabbed Ray and launched him into... Oh my god, that was amazing, yeah, in episode 3. Knuckles is a really, really funny character. I really like the way they did Knuckles in that. My favourite Knuckles moment, though, was actually in episode, the last one, where they had that massive like fight against Metal Sonic, and then Metal Sonic powers up with the Master Emerald, and then Knuckles just comes running in and punches him. That was hilarious. And then they all start chilling out, eating chili dogs, and one of my well, this kind of goes into another tangent actually. If you pause frames a lot in Sonic Mania, there's a lot of funny faces, but by far, like, my favourite one is Tails when he's about to take a bite of the chili dog. The very, very last episode. It's just, it looks so funny. Sonic Mania Adventures is so great. Like, I could tell by the comments in the chat that like you kind of like it. But I mean, if you tell me like what you think of like the whole thing, like the whole Sonic Mania Adventures as a whole. I want to go up here, don't I? Yeah. Okay. Sometimes you can spin dash those and they break, and other times you can't. If any of you are like wondering about like, so I mean, you might not be wondering, you might not be bothered. I go supersonic a lot, mostly during bosses. Bearing in mind I'm going to be playing this game like quite a few times for live streams, so obviously not every single boss will probably end up eventually getting a treatment where I'm not using supersonic. Spoilers, I won't use supersonic for this boss, but if you've already played this game you probably already know why. But when I eventually get to Encore mode especially, I probably won't even have supersonic for the bosses. I've only, as of this recording, I've played Encore mode once, and I didn't even get one Chaos Emerald in my whole playthrough. I found the new Chaos Emeralds, the new special stages, really, really hard. Since then, I did, I kept going to Green Hill Zone and getting the Chaos Emerald, the special ring there, and I kept doing that over and over again until I got all 7, but, like, I don't think there's going to be a chance of actually, like, me getting all the Chaos Emeralds on my second playthrough of Encore mode. It could happen, but I'm doubtful. And we've got a lovely Dr. Robotnik's Me Beam Machine boss here again. This game is just so cool with all the references. This is like one of those references that was like so cool that, because I know my mum loves this game, I had to like show her like instantly, and she thought it was as cool as I thought it was. Okay, let's put that there. I have something planned out. How well that goes though, because I'm like okay at Boyo, but I sometimes like lose track of what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I think I kind of lost track of what I was trying to do there. So this would definitely get me a double. But I had something planned for like a 4 combo, and then I kind of lost what I was doing. It doesn't help that I'm talking at the same time. That yellow would be nice. There we go. That yellow wasn't as nice as I thought. There we go. But yeah, Eggman's like piss easy to beat here, so I didn't have to worry. Maybe one time I'll do a playthrough of that where I'm actually like ultra good at it. Because I am pretty good at Poyo. Not amazing, but good. Okay. Last one. What was the last comment I read? Knuckles be like, I'm taking my emerald home. Hell yeah, that's what it should be like in all the games. For some reason he's not. I love Mania Adventures. Okay, I'm gonna pause this a sec. I love Mania Adventures. The decision to use voice acting works very well. I absolutely agree. But this boss is the hardest boss in the game. I'm practicing the Encore special stages, which is why I won't stream Encore Mode until I'm ready. That makes sense, yeah. I love Puyo Puyo, your mum is so cool. Yes. Building chains can be tricky. Robotnik lost his Puyo skills since Mean Bean Machine. That's totally true, actually. Because, like, Eggman, Robotnik, whatever you want to call him, I usually say Eggman. I can get into why I say Eggman in a bit, actually. Basically, he was, like, almost impossibly hard in, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. And now in this game, you're right, he lost like all of his touch. And like going on to like the no voice acting thing, like for starters I was like just happy that back when it was like Sonic Generations, they just like didn't do voice acting for classic Sonic. They did it for classic Tails, and I guess it was okay. He worked well with himself, I guess, because he was talking to himself a lot. No wonder Tails is starting to lose himself in the next few games. It's because he's been talking to himself the whole time. Can I go up this way? I don't want to go that way. No, the game went on me. Yeah, there was something else I wanted to talk about now. I can't even remember. I give myself a moment to think about it. I was about Eggman. Yes, the very first Sonic game I ever played was Sonic 1 on the Mega Drive, and that was the first time I ever like knew like anything about Sonic. This is taking me in a circle, and yeah, that was the first time I got exposed to Sonic. My mum used to own a Sega Master System before I was born, and when she saw a Mega Drive on sale, she was like, well, the first game my kids have to play, kids because I have a brother as well, is Sonic. And yeah, so we played Sonic. And but this was like this was probably around the time where Sonic Adventure came out. I'm gonna be super because I can just hold right during this boss and talk all I want. So this was like around about when Sonic Adventure was out when I got the Mega Drive, and that was like the first console that we got proper, not including the Amiga, but I don't really count that because it wasn't really mine. Yeah, and my mum always referred to Dr. Robotnik as Eggman, not because she knew his name, but because the shape of him was in an egg shape, so she just called him that anyway. And then I just assumed that was his name. And then when they called him that in Sonic Adventure, I just assumed, oh, it's Dr. Eggman. Even though in the Sonic cartoons that I watched, which was Saturday and Underground, they do call him Robotnik. Well, usually Buttnik, actually. They usually call him Buttnik. Maybe because I was young, it didn't really click in my mind. I didn't really pay attention to the details. I just saw Sonic running around. But yeah, I just called him Eggman all the time. So if I call him Eggman a lot, that's why. See, I would have liked Chibi Sonic to have a voice. I'm sure Jaleel White would have done it. Yeah, that would have been cool. But I'm kind of is that referring back to the Generations comment, or I'm assuming it is, because when I think Chibi Sonic, I think Sonic CD, like when you turn small, and in this game. But I don't know. I'm really happy with the way they kept it, and like in Forces, I feel like it might have been maybe better if he had a voice, because there were some things that were a bit iffy with, but like Classic Sonic feels like in his position he should have been asking questions, but like he can't because he doesn't have a voice. See, I would have, yeah, Generations, yeah. So I almost read your same comment twice. Yeah. Sonic Forces, well, to be honest, I didn't really, I feel like Classic Sonic shouldn't even been in Sonic Forces at all, to be honest. Partly because I just didn't like playing as him at all in that game, and another part is just because it just didn't really make much sense. Like, it felt like a last minute thing, and it probably was, but that game's happened now. And here's our special ring. I love the music and the stage so much. I didn't actually scrub this off last time, so let's go and do that. Eggman Private TV. I don't usually do those, to be honest. I think like when I first saw, like when this game first came out, I saw like videos of people doing it. I never tried it myself for whatever reason. Oh, that was a good use of the bubble shield. Not that I really mind too much. Okay, I think no, there's an extra life here. There's an extra life here, Ray. Don't you want the extra life? There we go. There we go. These little tubes kind of remind me of Chemical Plant. That always like when I first played this game, and I feel like it happens to a lot of people, that star post was like automatically put you in a special stage because you usually don't press anything until you go to the ground. It's in a way it's kind of like a trollish thing, but not too trollish because it doesn't really hinder you. It might be like their way of telling you that they exist, because like just judging from somebody who doesn't play Sonic games all the time but they like Sonic, so they play this like anyway, they might be like they don't bother checking like the special stages, and then that basically lets you know that they are a thing because it kind of in a way forces you to go into it. So Sonic forces you to enter bonus stages. I loved seeing all those jokes when Sonic Forces was coming out. Okay, let's turn Super. Speaking of Super, Ray's like super form is really disappointing. He's like slightly a little bit brighter, and he has like that Sonic Advance vibe going on with him, where he has like a million copies of himself behind him. Let's hit this, and then I can read the chat. There we go. I use Chibi Sonic when there's a smaller version in the same game. Yeah, that makes sense. Ugh, Sonic Forces. I've actually completed that twice. Tweeted your stream out. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. I've completed Sonic Forces twice. I also have the game twice, because I bought it on PS4, and then I got it on Nintendo Switch for my birthday. So I completed it once on each. I said this last stream, but I'm gonna like say it again. I don't mind Sonic Forces. Like, I wouldn't like. There are some people out there that say it's a bad game. There are really idiotic people out there that say the game is worse than Sonic 06, which I don't agree with in the slightest, and I don't even know how you can make that comparison. To me, it feels. If I was to put it on like the level of like a different game, I'd probably put it on a similar level as Sonic Lost World, and I died. I was trying to like show off something that I did in the speedrun. Let me concentrate for a second, because I did this like a million times. It won't be as fast as before, because that took, like, for those of you that don't do speedruns, like, the run you upload is not the first run you do, it's like the 100th. I can give that another try. So I just love doing this so much. But this is like pretty much how like most of my practice runs went as well though. Well, definitely at first, because like I didn't actually like look up that you could do that. I literally just like guessed that you could do that. And I saw more level and more times I did it and was like, well, you could probably fly over there. Well, I'm probably not the first one to do it because I didn't have the highest record at the time until I played the stage a lot, and then I eventually got the #1 record unless someone else is beating it. There we go! I think that was the third time, so third time's the charm, yeah? I'm gonna concentrate just a bit more because there's one other thing I like to do. Special stage down here, and I completely missed it, but whatever. Usually, it's probably because I was a bit slow, but usually I land on top of those spikes that I got hit by. It doesn't matter. I'm glad that I at least showed it off. It may not have been quick, but if you want a quick version of it, then it's on my YouTube channel. Plug, plug. Now, we completely annihilated this boss of Supersonic last time, so we can actually see this boss for a bit longer. It closes in, and the more it closes in, the higher the trash gets. And by trash, I mean the stuff I'm standing on, not Ray, because Ray's not trash. And that allows you to go higher. If you're playing as Knuckles, you have to wait even longer, because Knuckles doesn't jump as high as the other characters. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, we've got quite a few comments here. Hi, hello SANS Kitten and Sonic Fanboy 2018. My missus bought me Forces for Christmas. It hurt her to tell her that it was bad. Functionally, it's better than 06, but 06 is less of a chore to play, as weird as that may sound. Hi, someone just tweeted your stream out, so I decided to join in. I assume that's Emperix. What's on Ren? Hello. Hey, at Sonic Fanboy 2018. Oh, you're just saying hello. Hello, everyone. What was my tweet? Yes, I know. Cheeky Super Mario World strat there. Yes. Going on to the Sonic 06 compared to Sonic Forces tangent. I respect your opinion entirely, but I completely disagree. Sonic 06 was an absolute chore for me to play. Sonic Forces, classic Sonic, felt like a bit of a chore. Mostly due to clunky controls. But the Avatar and modern Sonic didn't nearly feel like a chore. I kind of enjoyed it when I first played it. I just thought the levels were way too short. And when I replay the levels, I feel like I don't have to press much. I don't have to press many buttons. It doesn't require much input, so I can't call it a chore because I don't really have to do anything, you know? 06, on the other hand, I had a miserable time playing that when I first played it. Like, I couldn't even tell you the amount of game overs that I got with that game on Sonic Story. I'll put it this way. The first time I played the game, I got lost in the hub world and couldn't even find Wave Ocean. So I put the game down. I think I actually sold it. And then I didn't come back to the game until like Sonic Unleashed came out. At that point, I tried it again. Or it might have been 2009 I tried it. I can't even remember. It might have been when Black Knight came out. And I tried it again. I actually managed to find Wave Ocean. I got through everything, okay-ish. I eventually got to Tails, and I think I game overed before I got to the Mark Speed section. I was already a bit annoyed, but like I persevered. I got to the Mark Speed section, and I lost. I got game over, and it took me quite a few tries to beat that max speed section because you have like no control over Sonic. And from there, I pretty much got loads of game overs in any level that had a max speed section or a Mark Speed section. One I remember the most was Radical Train. The Mark Speed section, that frustrated me so much. I actually remember shouting at my TV with that level. And I'm pretty sure I was stuck on that level for like 2-3 days. Not like constantly playing it, I was a bit on and off of it, but I just got so frustrated with it. The first time I played the game, I actually had the easiest time with Silver. I found Shadow boring and repetitive, and I mean Silver is as well, but because Silver's slow, I felt like the controls don't really feel that bad for Silver because he's slow. But I find Sonic really hard to control in that game, especially in the Mark Speed sections, because bad control plus really fast movement is not a good thing. But if the controls are slow, then it's at least a little bit more bearable in my opinion. That and the infamous ball puzzle. Sorry, I have to do this. I did that on my first try when I first played the game. So it's most of my hate is just towards Sonic Story, which is a bit annoying because now that I'm good at that game, it feels a bit weird to put all this hate towards it when I can't really prove that it's bad because I'm good at it. Like it's a bit hard to explain. Like if I was to prove to someone that the game was really bad, I'd have to like make them play it. I can't play it for them because I'd be too good at the game. I'd probably make it look good. So yeah, I just have a lot of I find 06 to be a massive chore compared to Forces. Forces to me just feels like a really dumbed down version of Generations and Colors, which those games are good, and Forces, like the entirety of Forces is shorter than like what it took me to beat Sonic Story alone, which in a way is also bad, but it's a weird way to look at it. It's like, yes, you're not getting as much value, which inherently makes it worse, but if you put it on the stand of them both being bad games, you're going to prefer I'm going to prefer Sonic Forces. I don't know about everyone else. I'm going to prefer that purely because there's going to be less of it. You know, like it's not going to take me as long to get through it. And there we go. Are we talking about Mario 64's bad controls? I mean, this is an unpopular opinion, but I find Mario 64 to have bad controls. But they're slow. Like, the game's like slow, like, because you're Mario, it's not a really fast-paced game. So, what I personally find as bad controls, I know a lot of people disagree with me there, it isn't as bad as, like, say, Sonic 06's controls, because Sonic 06 is like, you've got the fast movement as well as the bad controls, so that makes it worse. I also played Mario 64 like after Galaxy and Sunshine, I think. Definitely after Sunshine. So, like, I guess it's a bit unfair for me to compare. I'm not going to go too much onto that topic, because I know that's a really beloved game, so... This level is really cool. I love the way this stage looks. I'm not like the biggest fan of the music in the stage. Like, it's one of those songs that like I really like when I hear it, but I probably can't remember it like otherwise. This is like really random, like these letters. Like, is that like a reference to Sonic Schoolhouse, maybe? I have no idea. Oh yeah, aren't we getting a Sonic Schoolhouse game in like 2052 or something? If they actually released that game, like that would be the most funniest thing ever. On that specific year. That'd be amazing. And this also, if they go through releasing those big body pillows that Aaron Webber really wants to release, then that would be amazing as well. Oh. Can I? Yes! Now this time I'm not going to hit that switch because I believe it opens up an alternate pathway, and last time I didn't get to show that off. That's the good thing about this game, is that there's loads of different pathways you can take. See, if I was to play Sonic Forces 5 times, after the first playthrough I would have shown you all of the pathways you can take. Okay, that's a bit of a lie, but that's what it feels like anyway. But yeah, Ray's little like feather capability. It's so fun because if you miss a jump, you can just instantly just like do that. You're completely vulnerable while doing it though. This way you can get there through there if you play as Sonic and use the fire shield. But I'm not Sonic, so I can't use the fire shield's ability because I can fly. Yeah, there's a kind of a sad thing that I don't like. But I mean, it makes sense, because I mean all these characters have abilities and Sonic don't. It's mostly the reason why I usually play as Sonic when I replay the game. But Sonic can use the shield abilities, but the other characters can't, in terms of like the AA abilities. The reason why that kind of annoys me is only because I always lean towards wanting the electric shield, because the electric shield feels like it does more stuff compared to the other ones. So yeah, I mean electric shield's my favourite, but that's part of the reason why, so. At least Forces are still better than Secret Rings. I've got to go, I'll rejoin a bit later. See you in a bit, Matt. There's a cheat that gives Sonic all 3 jump abilities. All 3 jump. As in like all of the shield abilities, or I know there's the one that gives him the super peel out and the insta shield and then the drop dash. Is that what you mean? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have in the This is actually a good segue actually. So yeah, as you may have seen in the poll from last time, one of them was a cheats mode. That's one of the cheats that's going to be activated in that mode. But the reason why I say it's a good segue, I've updated the poll. Now Ray isn't in the poll anymore because obviously I'm doing that now. And so yeah, there's a poll in the description and you can vote for which character I'm going to play as next. So yeah, Tails has debug mode, not debug mode, debug mode. It's like an alternate version of Teabag, debag. I've made that sound even worse than what. Let's move on. Knuckles is Knuckles and Knuckles mode. Mighty. So at the moment, Mighty is just Mighty. I haven't thought of anything I can add with that. That isn't something I already done. But you know, that's fine, because Mighty's already like... I feel like it's already a good enough addition just to have Mighty. And I'll be collecting the Chaos Emeralds as well and stuff. It might be New Game Plus with him. Then there's Encore Mode, which I'll fail horribly at, in terms of special stages anyway. But Encore Mode, that'll be starting from a new game. I might play through all the special stages in like a separate stream, just to show them off. And there's also Cheats Mode, where I'm going to activate as many cheats as I can. It will be done in Encore Mode as well. Because you can activate Encore Mode in the cheats. And yeah, I'll activate all the cheats and we'll just playthrough. It might not be the whole game. I mean, I could ask you guys what level do you want me to start at, and we'll just start from there. You know, we'll see. You know, it's all about having fun. It doesn't really matter how we do it, as long as we enjoy it and don't get hit by every single bomb that lands on you, then that's fine. And by that I mean get hit by the next bomb you see. Let's get this. Yep. And I end up going onto the lower pathway anyway, it doesn't matter. So yeah, poll in the description if you want to vote, then feel free to vote. And we're on the boss now. Yet another one where we're not going to be supersonic. Oh. So I think with the second hit you always try to do on him, he always swings his sword, unless... No, he doesn't, okay. Yeah. Oh! Okay. I was expecting to have invincibility frames when I got out of that. Ice, yeah, just ice. There you go. Oh! Yeah, because you can stay in the ice to avoid the Astrons. I don't usually do that though, for some reason. I should do that a bit more often. Mighty's a really good character with this boss, because Mighty's like invulnerable to spikes. Oh. Great. This is going to be fun. I'm gonna like... Oh my... okay, I didn't realise you could just jump on the Astrons. That was great. I badly bounced it while in ice mode. Oh, there's a mini spike at the bottom there. Okay. I didn't see that spike. I should have stayed in ice mode. Oh well. It's nice to have a bit of a challenge, you know. I really like this boss. I'm probably just rushing it a bit too much. It's probably... So right there, I'll leave that. I'll wait for him to come more over to me. Okay, that shouldn't hit me. Is he gonna jump backwards? Yeah, he's gonna jump backwards. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's gonna jump backwards again. Let's get him here. There we go. Ah, he just hit me in time though. And there. I love that you can bounce on them while in shield mode. I don't think I've ever done that before. Let's stay away from these Astrons. Jeez, I'm getting hit all over the place. Okay. There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that one. Damn, I'm good at Sigu's. Yay, a bit of Shinobi for you. Yes. You actually could always jump on Astrons even in Sonic 2. Oh, okay. I never honestly tried. I always just tried to avoid them. Yeah, I learned something new. It's like, I wonder, can you jump, like, can you attack, because you won't be able to jump on top of them, but maybe from underneath, I don't know. The Astrons they use as platforms, are you able to destroy them? Because, I mean, they have some different properties, but I don't know. I feel like I've only been hurt by them, so unless I go on... Can you not fly after you do that? Yeah, you can, okay. It wasn't doing it for some reason. I actually don't think I mentioned it last time, but this has a lot of like Marble Garden vibes as well, from Sonic 3, which is quite neat. I don't mind Marble Garden. It's not my favourite zone in that game, but it's fine. Here's a question for everyone. What is your favourite stage in Sonic Mania? That can either be a stage that is a returning stage, or it can be a new stage. I mentioned before that my favourite stage is Flying Battery, out of like all the stages. If we're just talking about returning ones, I'd probably say, I'm getting hit a lot. I'll probably say Studio Oculus. So I'm in a bit of a mix between that one and the one we just finished. For some reason I can never remember that one's name, because I remember Emprix had to point it out for me last stream. So I think I can remember the other new stage's name. It's Titanic Monarch is the last one. And the other new stage, because there's 4 returning stages. No, 4 new stages. Studiopolis, Titanic Monarch. So I'm having a complete brain fart now, I can't even think of the other one. I can't even remember what it looks like in the top of my head. God, that is really annoying. Half the time when you use raised fly ability on those things, it doesn't work. I should just try and do it the Sonic method. Oh, it's something garden. I'm pretty sure it's something garden. I'm such a big Sonic fan, guys. I can't even remember like the stage names in this game. We're on the boss now. I'll probably look back in the chat after this boss and find out that all of you are screaming at me for not remembering that name. There we go. Press Garden! There we go, thank you so much. Studiopolis Titanic Monarch, I got them. Segway, oh, okay. I've never seen that word spelled out before. Hey Supersonic, how's it going? I haven't seen you in like a very long time. Hola, mi saludas, bis. I don't speak Spanish, but I like Samba de Amigo, that's why it's in my username. There's 4 returning stages, right? What was the 4th one? Or was it just those 3? I'm not humming the music. I said this before, don't hum the music, it's bad. Well, let's try and go through the order in my head for the actual levels. We start off with Green Hill Zone, or technically Angel Island Zone. Then we go to Green Hill Zone for the 50th time. Then Chemical Plant Zone for the 25th time. Then after that is Studiopolis. Then it's Flying Battery. Then after that is Press Garden. It's Press Garden, yeah. Then it's this zone. Stardust Speedway. Sometimes I want to call it Starlight Zone for some reason. I mean, the Sonic CD version kind of is based off of the Starlight Zone one from Sonic 1. Ouch. What other zones are there again? There's Hydro City Zone, not to be confused with Hydro City Zone. I don't know what zone that is. Everyone brings it up, but I've never heard of that zone before. Lava Reef, but that's not new. Metallic Madness, but that's not new. You ready, guys? It's time for like the worst boss in the game. I hate this boss. I'm probably not going to keep my Super Ray. I probably shouldn't have done it here, actually. I should have waited till he wagged his finger. Herder. See, even the music thinks that was a dumb move. It's saying herder. This part isn't too bad, I don't mind this. It's at least miles better than the Sonic CD version. And the next part is like, it's okay, I guess. This part is okay. It's the last phase I don't like. You have to stand here if you're... okay. Or not. No, I think I'm gonna... yeah, I'm gonna have to stand there. Let's have a look at the chat, see what it says. Oh yeah! Mirage Saloon. I just had a look at the chat. I saw not Dust Kill Zone. That instantly made me remember it. There we go. I'm not going to be super mode for very long. So this is the part I don't like. I was trying to roll. That didn't work. And for anybody who didn't catch like this part on Lost stream, the reason I don't like this boss is because there's a pit behind him, and I swear like half the time you just fall through the boss and go right behind him. I did also make a bit of a parallel to that's so annoying. Parallel to the Death Egg boss from Sonic 3, because it kind of reminds me of that. So when do I go back? Because this claw... that was complete luck. Those are my favourite Mania stages. It's been years. It has. 3 to be exact. Let's get this because I should hit that first. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. I'm glad that you're doing good too, Mike. I hate the Metal Sonic Kai is in the pre-plus update. That's it's kind of annoying. I'll read out the comments first before I say it, actually. I tried to preserve a Mania, but the PS4 Ultra updated, and seriously, why does Silver Sonic explore fire? Yeah, that was another change to this to the update, wasn't it? Adding the fireballs. What I was going to say is I haven't updated my Mania for the Switch. Okay, basically, when Mania came out, I got it on PS4. And then I was like, I love this game so much, I need it on the Switch, so I bought it on the Switch. And so I have the digital version on the Switch. Then when Plus came out, I wanted the physical copy, and I got the physical copy on the Switch. So I haven't updated the download version, but I have the physical copy. So if I click Sonic Mania on my Switch without the cartridge, it asks me if I want to update it or not, so I can still play the original. Just, you know, I obviously just go for Plus mainly. I thought I was mighty for some reason. Oh yeah, you can fly underwater for some reason. I forgot about that. So yeah, I have both, luckily. But it is a bit silly that you can't play the old Metal Sonic, because I might be in the minority here, but I preferred that one, to be honest. Like, in terms of like actually playing it, in terms of the reference, like the cameo with the new one, that's either a reference to Knuckles Chaotix, which I thought at first, but I've heard people also say Metal Overlord, so I guess that's also a thing. But I feel like Metal Overlord is more of a reference to Knuckles Chaotix in the first place, to be honest, but whatever. I feel like that one is cooler, but it doesn't play as well, and I'd rather the game play better than be cooler, because that's kind of what the way Sonic kind of led into when it went 3D. It focused more on being cooler than actually playing well. Not that the Metal Sonic boss was like my favourite from what it was before, like, I still didn't think too much of it, but I at least found it a bit better. Hopefully when they release a, the Sonic Mania Plus 2 is just what I'm gonna call it, but I hope they don't call it that, or Sonic Mania 2, whatever you want. I hope they just give it an original name, but hopefully when they release that, and I assume they will, they don't rehash stages and stuff. What I would kind of like is if they did like, so they did new stages but they added elements in from old stages. So for example, Press Garden is a new stage entirely, however they added ice cap elements to it. Like, I would like stuff like that. That would be fine. Just have the aesthetic just be exactly the same. Like, not exactly. Have the aesthetic be completely different. My inner, like, Sega employee was talking a second there. I probably fly. I haven't been using Ray's Flying too much, actually. I mostly use Ray's Flying when I actually like go for a speedrun of a stage, which is why like I got asked last stream who my favourite character was, and I said Mighty, because instinctively I feel like Mighty is just like, if you was to casually play the game, I feel like it's easier to react to stuff as Mighty. However, with Ray, I feel like it's easier to react to stuff if you learn the level so much that you're essentially speedrunning it, you know? Anyway, we're heading up to the boss now. We'll have this be another one where I don't play as Super Ray, because we don't need Super Ray for this, right? This is cool. I'm actually going to correct myself. So like when I was checking back on the previous like stream, just to see how things went, when I checked this part, I said that this part reminds me of Sonic Labyrinth. What I meant to say is this part reminds me of Labyrinth Zone from Sonic 1. The reason I say that is because in that game, when you fought Eggman, you were chasing him, and the water was rising. But in this stage, in that part, instead of the water rising, it's the stage falling. So it's like, it kind of feels like an inverse of that. And no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I like that. Sometimes I press down, but I don't really bother with it too much, because I feel like that is just the easiest way to do it. So right here, it's gonna like just hit Eggman first, and then you just like go straight away, and then you don't get hit by the bomb. But there, obviously the bomb's gonna hit me, so I just leave it. Because the pressing down is supposed to get rid of bombs. Actually, I managed to do it there, but I don't usually bother with it. But it's one of those things where it's a nice little mini feature, you know. Okay, let's see. I actually disabled auto updates on PS4. Was like, nah fam, update them. Oh, what? Update Tim. Hi Coolman40, how's it going? Yeah, that's a bit annoying. As a whole, Sonic Mania with like updates is like just been a bit iffy, because like the patch like originally like came out ages ago on the PS4 because it was leaked. And like, obviously they took it off like right after, but and then obviously you got that what you just said with the auto update thing, but you don't have auto updates on. That's really weird. The best way probably would be like getting it on the PC and getting the update there, because there are probably people that have backed up like the original files anyway online. I don't know if you have the game on Steam. I don't have the game on Steam, but I would like the game on Steam because of mods and stuff. Same with Sonic Forces. I've been thinking about getting that just for mods. The only thing is the mods don't seem as like good in that game compared to Generations, probably because people just didn't really like Forces that much. Maybe it's like just growing, and eventually we'll get like some really good stuff. I think I'm trying to think of some of the stuff I've seen on the top of my head. They've added character swaps and stuff, but that's pretty obvious. They've added like harder versions of the zones already in the game. I know they added like what the final level was supposed to be, because the final level was supposed to be a lot harder than what it is in Sonic Forces, and they took out a bunch of issues and stuff. They took out a bunch of platforms and stuff and made the final stage really easy. So like people wanted the original version back. But I believe the other like harder version of levels are like all like just fan-made versions. And I think that's most of what I've seen really. And obviously like graphical enhancements and stuff to make the game look more like Sonic Unleashed or Generations. Because for some reason Sonic Unleashed is still the best looking Sonic game. It's a bit bizarre. The game's 10 years old now, and it's still the best looking Sonic game. But whatever. I feel like Sonic Forces should have at least looked better than Generations, but I feel like it lacked a bit there. Another thing that kind of crosses my mind, with a Sonic Mania 2, do you think they should keep all like the sprites and stuff, or do you think they should, well, not like, definitely keep the sprites, but what I mean is, do you think they should have these type of sprites still, or do you think they should go for a more, like, Sonic 2 HD type of sprite? Because I think that would look really nice. I feel like I would like that. If not the next game, then maybe like the one after that. I feel like that would be really nice, but it won't make or break it for me. And we got this boss. Just like last. How did I miss? Oh, okay. I've got the bubble shield, so I don't need them. If that makes sense. That really confused me for a second. I wondered why I didn't pick up the bubble. Oh, well, we're gonna need the bubble now. And that was close. Now, when they blink, that means you've already touched them. For some reason, I thought it hadn't been touched. I'm kind of surprised that the spikes don't do anything to Eggman. I'm guessing these are supposed to be like bombs or something, and that's why they're releasing like a little bit of air as well. Okay, let's go super this time. What's he gonna do? He's gonna... I wonder if he'll go around 3 times. No, he went around 1 time. During the last stream, he did that 3 times, and that's the first time I've ever seen him do that. It's quite surprising, but oh well. Oh. I find it like sometimes. Can I do it here? Yeah, I can do it here. Okay. Maybe I'm not pressing the jump button hard enough. Okay. Let's get this and catch up with chat. Apparently you can roll back the update on Steam. Oh yeah, cool. For mods, yes. Is there a mod that makes Sonic Forces a good game? Yeah, it's called, you download Sonic Generations. Hopefully there'll be some amazing entries for this year's Sonic hacking contest. Yes, that'd be nice. Might get the help on. That's another one. I do like Unleashed, even the Hogwolf stages. Except Eggman Land. Unleashed is great. They should make Green-Eyed Sonic to upset the fanboys. Wishy-washy time while he's shredding the spikes in it. Yeah, I guess. I think adding like, I mean, I know you're half joking. Adding green, but I'm gonna like reply in a serious way anyway. Adding Green-Eyed Sonic or modern. It depends. If they make it like Sonic Pocket Adventure, so he still looks kind of classic, then sure. But if they make him too modern, then I feel like that would... I don't think they would do that, and I don't think it would work too well. Like, well, it would work, but I mean, like, what I feel like they're trying to go for is having a classic series and a modern series. And if you have modern in both, it's kind of a bit iffy. Like, I won't care, but it feels like something Sega wouldn't do. But I would find that funny. Actually, something that I can bring up, because this didn't happen last time. Sonic in the tornado. I mean, it's his plane, why not? However, he's wearing these goggles, and those goggles are actually from beta versions of, well, beta version maybe? It was an original concept plan in Sonic 1 for him to wear them in a labyrinth zone with like a power-up TV, but he ended up not doing that. You gotta love that massive nose at the front of the train. It's so cool. I really love like the whole concept of Eggman just putting his face on everything. I know it's not just this game, it's loads of Sonic games, but yeah. I'll go into the topic of Sonic Unleashed actually, because I remember seeing that in the chat, and you're saying like opinions on it and stuff. So I'll add my like 2 cents into that. Sonic Unleashed was like that game, and Sonic and the Black Knight are basically the games that may help me think Sonic is like still really good, because 06 really put me off Sonic, and I did not like it until I played those 2 games. So Unleashed has like a really special place in my heart. I didn't enjoy the Werehog that much when I first played it, but once I upgraded him, I'm so glad that little idle animation played, because that is so good. Once I upgraded him and got more used to it, I quite like the Werehog. It's not like something that I absolutely love, but I enjoyed it enough to want to 100% or like all the Werehog stages and whatnot, which I would say that redeems it enough, you know. It at least makes it so it's at least not like something terrible, especially if I enjoyed doing it. Daytime stages I just absolutely love. I'm so glad that they changed up the formula and made it like that. It was such a good idea. Obviously trying to like follow Sonic Rush in a way, but yeah, I thought it was a really good step forward for the series. Even the Wii version, like I can't really stand the Werehog in the Wii version, but Sonic in the Wii version I like just as much as Sonic in the 360 and PS3 version. So yeah, Unleashed as a whole, I actually really like that game. Bear in mind though, I haven't actually played through the whole story ever since like I first played it. I always just replay stages. So I mean, maybe one day I'll replay the game as a stream, and I might find out that I don't like it as a whole. But from what I remember, I quite liked it. I've returned. Hello back, Matt. Welcome back, Matt. Penish Express. Yosh. Oh. And you know, let's at least try and show off some of Ray's flying squad. Wow, that enemy, like... Does it fly back there, or does it respawn? It flies back there, okay, I was gonna say. Let's get rid of him. And let's try and fly over as much stuff as we can, so I can at least use some of Ray's abilities a bit more than I have been. Oh, I was kind of messing up a bit towards the end now. I feel like we've gone past a decent amount of the stage. Oh, there we go. It is like a little bit disappointing that the stage, like half of it is a tornado stage, but I guess it kind of mixes up with it with when you play as Knuckles and you have Encore mode as well. Wow, I was literally like just about to spin dash. The amount of distance you can get with Ray's flying ability is so great. so fun playing as Ray. This I might actually go and like choose to speedrun this level at some point, because this seems like a pretty nice open-ended level that you can use for Ray. I was about to say Raby, like as in like maybe, but then I realized that that's actually a word. I was trying to use it as a pun, but I don't like the way that came out. There we go. I have a bit of a theory, like, I feel like that these three, either these three or Team Chaotix are going to appear in like the next Sonic Mania 2, I guess we'll call it that for now, but I feel like they're going to be like properly appearing, because obviously it's not actually them here, but I feel like they will actually like be in it. And I hope that Classic Amy's in it, because that would be amazing. Okay, let's see. I prefer the PS3 over the Wii one, but to each their own. Unleashed Mike? Yep. Everyone forgets the PS2 version, yes. Why is your ring counter blue? I can explain that in a second. Sonic Mania 2, now with the ring mechanic for Knuckles Chaotix. I'm good, thanks, Super Sonic. No, thank you. I do prefer the 360 and PS3 version of Sonic Unleashed, but like as a whole. But I kind of like the daytime stages in the standard definition version a bit more, maybe. It's really hard for me to like say. I think it depends on the mood I'm in. Let's go down this way because this is an alternate path. I feel like I would generally say I prefer the standard definition ones, but if I was playing the HD ones, then I would say I prefer the HD ones. They just come really close in my opinion. Now I'm going to explain why the rings were blue. So I picked up a capsule, which was originally from Knuckles Chaotix, and that capsule is a blue ring, and basically when you get hit and you have that blue ring power up, it means that the rings you lose, instead of all of your rings being lost, and if you pick one of them up you get one ring back, they get lost in groups. So I think it's groups of 10 maybe, or something like that. So if you pick one of them up you'll get 10 of your rings back instead of one. Basically it lets you hold on to your rings a little bit easier. Wait, whoa, wait a minute, what is this? I had no idea that was there. No idea. Wow. I just noticed Ray like pushing it. Oh, there's a hidden ring down there as well. I'm not sure if I know about the hidden ring or not. Oh, I'm finding loads of hidden stuff right now. Is there something here? Is there supposed to be something there? I don't know. Maybe something's there in Encore mode, I don't know. Alright, let's absolutely destroy this boss because I don't even want to talk about my last run with this boss. I mean, I didn't die, but I didn't do very well. Okay, now let's catch back on the chat before the game comes back. Secrets everywhere. That's the beauty of Sonic games, yes. As I mentioned in the last part, of last stream, but I guess there's also a part. Every time you play this game of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you always find something new. It's a fact. Something that just randomly actually popped into my mind. The way I actually, like, the most time, like, if I can word this properly. All the Sonic games, like, so say, for example, Sonic Mania, I played this game the most on the Nintendo Switch, but I've also played it on the PS4. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I've actually played that game the most on the DS, which is kind of weird. It wasn't the way I was introduced to it or anything, it's just like the way that I preferred to play it, because it was on the go. and I've always been more of like a handheld person, like, so that's why I absolutely love the Nintendo Switch. It actually kind of makes me cringe that the only way I can stream is by playing this on my TV. I honestly mostly play the Switch handheld, but because I want to play Sonic 3, but I'm also one of those people that thinks Sonic 3 and Knuckles is way too long. Not way too long, but by the time I get to Mushroom Hill Zone, I always turn the game off and then I play something else, and then I come back to it later. So having it on the go, I'd be like, so say I'm in the car, because this was quite a long time ago. Me in the car, we'd be going somewhere, the family, and yeah, I get to a certain point of the game, and then once we get to the place we're at, I can turn the game off and then come back to it and then be like, you know what, I want to play some more of this game, and yeah, that's the way I prefer to play it. Also, the special stages were a bit too slow in that game, which I liked because I don't like the blue spheres, as I mentioned before. So it makes it a bit easier, but that makes it a bit more bearable for me. Not like they're hard. They're not hard, but it just makes it a bit more bearable, if that makes sense, if they're easy. So bit just a random thing I just felt like saying, really. It's not the way I would recommend anyone to play that game. The way I would recommend to play that game would probably be Sonic 3 Complete. But yeah, and it was mostly Sonic 3 and Knuckles actually I played on that. I don't really remember playing Sonic 1 and 2, and I think it's also because that game, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, had a save. And like I said, I might not have the time to play through the whole game, and then I turn it off and go back to it, so yeah. That's just kind of weird to think about that now, to be honest. I really love that you can go inside these submarines. There you go, there's the blue item power-up. And then we should have Supersonic once we get to the boss. No, we should have Super Ray. If we manage to get Supersonic, I'll be very surprised. Because I'm not like amazing at this boss. I don't hate it. I know a lot of people had trouble with this. This is probably one of the bosses I had the most trouble with in my first playthrough. But not too much, like I died twice and that was it really. I heard some people say, oh, I got loads of game overs here, and I also know those people aren't massive Sonic players, so I guess I can kind of understand, but I didn't find it that hard, basically. Remember when Johnny found the secret at the start of Starlight Zone? Vaguely. Is that the SGB playthrough? That's been a really long time. Yeah, I have the DS version as well. Also, I love the DS version. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is about 3 hours long, quite lengthy for a Sonic game. Octopus, yes, Octopus. Okay. I'm gonna pause the game for a second, I'm gonna take a drink. I don't know how well that picked up on the mic, but it's gone now. Just trying to make sure I keep myself drinking. Yeah, I know on Twitch you can have a hydrate bot and stuff. I don't think that's a thing on YouTube. I personally don't really want to use Twitch. I'd rather use YouTube because it puts the video on YouTube for you, and I want to keep everything on YouTube as a playlist, so it still feels like it's still a Let's Play, in the sense that the whole game is going to be on YouTube, so yeah, I want to keep it like that. I guess I could put it on Twitch and put it on YouTube after, but it's convenient being able to have it on YouTube for you, so I'll stick with that. And from my experience so far, the YouTube streaming doesn't seem too bad. I can tell Twitch is better, but it doesn't seem like the type of streaming service that you'd not want to use. It seems fine. And it's nice being able to fly as Ray, because I can just stick to the left like I did earlier and then go to the right afterwards. So many secrets, I love them. They need, I feel like this game really helped like itch like a spot in video games that I was really like looking for, because can I get back up there? Maybe I have to go back and it'll respawn. I've never had that happen before. Because a lot of games don't have secrets like this game does. And it's really like sad, and I feel like a part of why I love this game so much is because it kind of scratched that itch, you know? And I can't really think of any like other like new game that I've played that has stuff like that. Like maybe like small like random cameos, but I mean like nice little secrets that help towards the actual gameplay but aren't necessary, like this game does. Like for instance, there was that extra life where I pushed the spikes. I don't really want that because it's only going to help like attract rings really. Oh. Alright, let's go super. Yeah, as I said before, I like going super once I lose a shield because I get nervous of losing all my rings. I know the rings don't really account for much. I guess maybe like I'm just so used to playing 3D Sonic games where rings feel like they really, really help you get an S rank. Wrong way, Ray. That kind of rhymed. That was actually, but this, maybe I'm slow, but I just realised that that is like the same as that thing that came down is the same as what the boss is going to be. I never drew the parallel, I kind of just like didn't pay any attention. I know it's extremely obvious, but oh well. I don't even really remember this part of the stage, to be honest. Maybe I have been here before, and I don't know. But that's another reason why I love this game. I feel like I haven't played it, like, half the time, you know? Like, it feels like a new experience when it's not. And that's really good game design. Okay, let's see what chat says. BRB, Octopus, they're still the same. Okay, cool. I just knocked the mic, sorry about that. Yeah, going to like length of like, say Sonic 3 and Knuckles is like 3 hours long. Yeah, that's pretty much like why that's pretty much why I ranked Sonic 2 higher than Sonic 3 and Knuckles in my opinion. It's just because of the length. I even maybe like, I mean this, I would have to think about it real hard, but I might even like Sonic 1 more than Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Not that I think that game is actually better, but because I have more of a nostalgic attachment to Sonic 1, I kind of prefer it. And I know there's people that say, oh, but like, a lot of the zones are slow, Marble Zone's slow, Labyrinth Zone's slow. I like those zones, I don't have an issue with them, and I don't really find them slow. I feel like maybe they are a bit slower than what some of the other zones are, but they feel like an okay pace, you know? Not perfect, but it was the first Sonic game, they were still figuring out what they're trying to do anyway. Let's, I think it was over here. Though, actually, nah, I'm not gonna risk it, let's go down there. I saw the fire and I got scared. It was here anyway, so it's a good thing I didn't do that. I had to jump up here. Yeah, because I found a, special stage here last time. Special stage ring. Oh jeez, I can't get up to it now. What do I... No, I don't think that would make a difference. Let's just move on. It doesn't really matter. I already got all the Chaos Emeralds because it's New Game Plus. Which, that's something that I do actually quite enjoy, is, you know, the whole New Game Plus thing. And I really... Okay. I really appreciate that Sonic 3 and Knuckles did that. When I actually went to a game convention a couple of weeks ago, I actually I played Sonic 3 and Knuckles. They had the... I'm supposed to go up here, I'm not here. And somebody had already got all the Hyper Emeralds on one of the save files, so I just went on that save file and played the game from there. And I actually really enjoyed that more than when I try and get the emeralds. So maybe I should have that as my way that I replay Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because I don't usually go back to that game a lot. I had when I was talking about the DS version, when I got that game, that was when I replayed the game a lot, because at that point I'd already really loved that game. But so when I got the DS version, I was really wanted to keep replaying it and stuff. But then when the 3DS came out, I didn't really play Sonic Classic Collection a lot, and I ended up I ended up just not playing Sonic and Knuckles as much. I don't think no, I have played it since, because I did occasionally go on to Sonic 3 Complete, and that'd be the way that I'd go to play it from there. But it's not something it's not a go-to thing. Maybe I should put Sonic 3 Complete on my PSP or something, just so I have a way to play that on the go, and then that sounds like a good idea, actually. This is just me getting hit all over the place at the moment. I don't like the fact that I've got no rings. This is sinking and I don't like it. Because I still do play my PSP sometimes, but that's mostly for ROMs and stuff. Sonic 3 Complete is probably the best way to play Sonic 3. Is there anything in there? It feels like there should be, but apparently not. It felt like there should have been something over there as well. Oh, that's supposed to just do that. Okay. I always feel like these things are going to crush me. And it makes me really paranoid and I hate it. It has never happened, and I assume that they programmed it so it can't happen, but still. Oh yeah, we just got enough rings to be super rare. Got hit already. I don't like this boss. I was gonna at least try to beat it until I lost my shield, but I lost the shield straight away. There we go. Bye bye. The next stage is Metallic Madness, isn't it? It feels like it's gone very quickly. Probably because of the special stages, we didn't have to do them. I don't think I see an update from the chat, so we'll just continue to play Sonic Mania as we enter the Metallic Madness, and with all these misheard lyrics, every time I hear this song, we've already gone past the bit where I mishear it, but all I hear is fuck this anime. It's just what it sounds like. Maybe when it gets back to it, I might like sing along to it like a tiny little bit. It's literally all I hear, and I can't get it out of my head, and it actually really annoys me. Fuck this anime, fuck this anime. I don't know, that's just all I hear. Can I get this? I probably would. Oh, that kind of feels like I can get. Oh, yes, Ray, I love you. Oh, yes. Now I can show off that you don't want to get this. If you get this one, and then go left, there's a secret. There we go. And I wasn't able to show that off last time. Let's go super. I feel like I'd probably get hit in a couple of seconds, so let's just go for it. I always feel like I'm more likely to get hit once I have about 50 rings. Like, it just feels like the way the game works. Like, as soon as you get 50 rings, it's like, oh, the game is gonna like suddenly feel a bit more aggressive for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just being silly. Maybe it's me just being nervous of losing my rings. I don't know. Oh, it's not that you really need super form to beat the boss, because the boss is pretty much insta-kill attacks. I guess it kind of helps with the laser balls, but let's be honest, the laser balls are so easy to avoid that it doesn't really matter. I'm pretty sure last time I beat him, last stream when I beat him, I wasn't supersonic, so we'll cheese him this time. And by cheese him, I mean we'll cheese him without having cheese as a sidekick, because we're not cream. We really need cream in Sonic Mania. Mods, go do it. You probably won't, because I'm pretty sure cream isn't even in Sonic Generations, and that makes me sad, but whatever. I'll just continue playing Sonic Advance 2 as cream. Speaking of Sonic Advance 2, that's one of my favourite 2D Sonic games, to be honest. I'd probably rank it like... it'd be in my top 5 for sure, out of 2D Sonic. I got a bit lucky with the thing there. For some reason Eggman keeps like spawning on the far left one. Did it again there. But that time it wasn't as bad because I wasn't over here and I wasn't blocked from being hit because of the pillar. There we go. A little pinch mode. I should just do one more hit and it should be done for. There we go. This is one of my favourite tracks. CD or Mania, both good. Fair enough. I don't know what that latest comment says. But hello. GGH, GGH. Yeah, it is a very good song. It's just that's all I hear. Like the misheard lyrics is all I hear when I listen to the song. I'm going to make a quick update. In the description there is a poll and you can choose what character I play as next for the next Sonic Mania stream. So if you want me to play as Tails, I play as Tails. Maybe you like Knuckles, I could play as Knuckles. Or maybe Mighty. Or maybe you'd rather have Encore mode. Or Cheats mode. You may also notice that there is a little addition added for Tails and Knuckles. Knuckles will be and Knuckles mode, so we're going to see a total of 3 Knuckles, I believe, in that playthrough. And for Tails it'll be debug mode, because let's have some fun with debug mode. Am I supposed to be small? Oh no, I can go this way, okay. I think I might, well, there might have been two different pathways, to be honest. So yeah, poll in the description if you want to vote. Go ahead and vote. And whatever has the most amount of votes I'll do next. and I'll just keep that rolling. Oh, we're back at the crusher bit that I found last time. I didn't like this bit. Maybe I should try and... How do you get those rings? Oh, you have to go back. Yeah, because I want to try and get those rings. So how far does that one go down? It doesn't actually go, like, down at all. Oh my god. Chibi Super Ray. And Chibi Super Ray's gone. Oh, 10 rings. If I could get this 10 rings. I didn't get it quick enough. Because I'm close to getting an extra life. And I mean, I'd like to have an extra life. For some reason, I like to just build up 99 lives on my accounts on this game. There we go. I have it for Sonic and Tails together, but I don't have it for any of the others. It would be nice to get 99 lives on every account. Okay, it didn't do anything. I was wondering what that would do, but it didn't do anything. That's good. We've got the gacha machine. Oh my god, Ray looks so cute when he's chibi looking up. Okay, let's hit it. There's actually an achievement in the HD, well not the HD, in the versions of this game that have achievements, where you can, basically you have to get all of the capsules out without destroying any of the gachas that come out of it. It's really, really hard to do. That really annoyed me trying to do that on the PS4. I think it's easiest to do it with Tails, to be honest. Because Tails can like fly in place. Fuck this anime. There we go. I love that little ending animation with his thumbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare fun more. And I believe we're heading on to the last zone of the game. Unlike Sonic's story, you don't have the Super Ray fight at the end. That you don't have a Super Sonic fight or whatever. It literally, it just ends with the boss that was before that. So yeah, we do have one zone left and we're done. There we go. Yeah. Earlier in the stream we were talking about Sonic Mania Adventures. If anyone else wants to bring their opinions on that on the chat, then you're more than welcome to. I was saying that I really loved it and I really hope they do some more. I also love like the intro animation to this game. I think it's lovely. It's a bit of a disappointment that the ending cutscenes of this game doesn't have a like proper animation, but you know what we did get was just absolutely amazing, and I really can't wait for more of it. Like, because I assume with the talent that that guy has, that he's not gonna stop doing animations for Sonic, you know. I'm sure the next Sonic Mania game, whatever you're gonna call it, will have a really awesome animation. Might even have Ray and Mighty in it. I mean, we did get a little glimpse of that with the trailers, and that's another thing. Like, it's great that they really went like all out with the trailers with those extra cutscenes as well, or animations I should call them. Because like, a lot of games usually just like, it feels like they use just cutscenes and stuff that are in the game. Not always. I feel like with Sonic they don't usually do that. In Sonic Generations, I remember they had like none of the trailers in the game. Let's just get hit by absolutely everything. Now, I'm kind of curious who's winning. The poll. I'm gonna guess maybe Knuckles, because Knuckles was 2nd place on the previous poll. But you never know, the people that voted Ray might want someone else, so it'd be interesting to see who won, or who wins. The poll will end, probably say tomorrow at 9, maybe the day after. I'll say tomorrow at 9, because next stream won't actually be Sonic Mania, and I'll get a bit more into that when we reach the credits. There will be more Sonic Mania, of course, that's why like there's a poll in the first place, but next stream won't be Sonic Mania. Supersonic says he has not seen them yet. Oof, you should really see them, Super. They are really good. I believe there is actually a version now that has all of the episodes put into one episode, so I recommend watching that. The transition for like the first episode to the second episode I find a bit iffy. It's like a Windows Movie Maker fade effect. But aside from that, like, it transitions perfectly. It's really nice. The level design's a bit weird there. Oh, I wanted extra life. I don't think I've been in this area before. Well, I think I've been here, but the area before it I haven't been to. Ah, I saw that coming. Because I was trying to get those rings. If I can, there we go. I think I might not be correct, 100% correct, but I think Ray, his jump might be a little bit lower than Sonic's, and I mean I guess that would make sense because he can fly, kind of like Knuckles is lower. I don't think it's quite as low as Knuckles, but I feel like Ray's oh, there is a springer. I feel like Ray's jump is a bit lower, but it might just be me. If anyone wants to confirm on that, you can let me know. That's just how I feel personally. Alright, let's just get rid of this, because I don't want to deal with this. This is one of the bosses that I do actually find quite challenging without Super, because I find those black little needles, I don't know what you call them, the projectiles that shoot out, I find them a bit hard to see. We've got the gravity changing here, which kind of reminds me of the second to last boss from Sonic Advance 2. Well, third to last boss, technically, actually. Will it be Barbie Horse Adventure? The quality of the game will be on par with Barbie Horse Adventure, maybe. I'll announce it in the credits and stuff. I love his giddy animation. Ray's so happy to be in Sonic again. We've missed Ray. I honestly have missed Ray. I was never like someone who was like cared too much about Mighty, but I really do like Ray. Not to say that I'm not happy about Mighty returning, because I was really happy that Mighty was returning. But before this, like, I always just saw Mighty as Sonic, because like he kind of is. They kind of treat him as a bit more like a powerhouse in the comics, but I haven't read all the comics. But in like Knuckles Chaotix, he's basically just Sonic, you know? I think he can attach to walls a little bit, but that's about it. I mean, technically Sonic can attach to walls in Sonic Unleashed. So yeah, basically Sonic. In this game, okay. This game, it feels like he's got more of like his own identity with his I prefer Barbie Horse Adventure 2 Battle. Yeah, Barbie Horse Adventure 2 Battle was a lot better. The improvements they added to it were so much better. I just had one of those moments where I was trying to think of an extra joke to add onto that, but then I realised I don't know enough about Barbie to be able to add anything. Please don't hurt me, please don't hurt me, please don't... It hurt me. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, at least I got a ring. It didn't hit me anyway, okay. So there's something that I do like is when you go out of the glide, he goes back into a ball. That's... I'm not gonna risk that. I probably should have actually. Whatever, I can't go back now. I got the rings this time. Fuck you, Spring. Okay, let's... Can I try and get the rings that are over? Do I have to go? I have to go under, don't I? There we go. Oh, one of the speeches. I'm gonna make good use of the speeches here. There we go. Wow, those speeches felt really useless. I feel like they're gonna go any second now. Yeah. That felt like 3D Sonic placement of speeches. Because I swear in every wow. I swear in like every 3D Sonic game the speeches are always in like pointless places that you don't need them. And invincibility. Not that it really bothers me, it's just something I notice really. But at the same time, it's kind of sad that they took them out. Because, I mean, you can pick them up as classic Sonic and Generations and whatnot, but like, they're not in Unleashed, they're not in Colors. You don't get them as modern Sonic in Generations and Forces. I don't think the speed shoes were in Lost World. The invincibility was, but I don't think the speed shoes were. And I feel like that game might have needed it because that game was a bit slow. Let's just do this so I don't lose my rings. Oh jeez. Just dove right down into that. Can I... Nope, I did it again. Maybe I should do this instead. And go... There we go. I fell anyway. I probably shouldn't have transformed into Super Sonic because I'm just way too fast. That's better. Lost a very large amount of my rings, but oh well. Better than losing all of them to that one enemy that was going to kill me. I'll get some of them back here, so that's not too bad. I did that last time as well. I jumped way too... Like, I didn't let it do it for me, I just jumped. But I guess in this instance, I'm kind of being rushed for, like, rings and time. So, I guess it's okay. One more. Because I'm kind of a bit iffy here, because I don't... If I don't have enough rings on the boss, then I don't really want to be Super Ray, because obviously I'll get to a point where I have no rings, and that's no good. Oh. Collected a couple there. I don't know if I saved any time with that, but whatever. No, I'm not really sure. Let's see. I don't even know if I got the checkpoint actually, or maybe it's an auto checkpoint. Don't know. We'll see. If I was, well, I was going to say, if I was Eggman, I would just wait until my rings run out. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, I at least need one ring. When he jumps up and down, it doesn't hurt you. It's the electric that hurts you and the missiles. Oh, get the ring. As long as I have one ring, it's okay. Something that I didn't know about for the longest time is, so when he does the electric attack, you can actually just jump on him here. I thought you had to roll the bit underneath, because it's like the same colour as like the Eggmobile. Oh. Oh, I didn't. Okay, maybe you can get hurt from a crush. Okay, we'll get to see the next phase of the fight. I quite like this phase, actually. You literally, if you... Well, where does it go? It goes that way. If you stand here, and then just stand here, and he won't hurt you. And then this next part, you'll go over, and then just stand on the right. There you go. It seemed like really complicated. I was trying to dodge that when I first played that, and then I noticed that, and I was just like, that's not that hard. Oh, don't go all the way over there. Oh my god. Ah. Okay, that's a bit closer, that's fine. We get to see the third phase. The third phase, I believe, is one of those, like, free cups thing. Yeah. I forget what these are called, but they're like magic tricks, because... There we go. Oh! There we go. The last one is like more of like a race. I think it's the last one. I think there's only one other one. But hopefully I won't have to encounter it. There we go. That's the end of that. Okay, let's catch up with the chat. Hello, Nata Gamer 3TM. How's it going? For some reason, I really love the improvements made to Bullhog. Was that the new speed up music? I don't think it's new speed up music. I'm pretty sure it's the same. Haven't played much plus. I think it's the same. IQ of 300 by backside. I know, right? This is the same guy that snuck into Sonic's house just to change his shoes. I swear it's easier to jump on Robotnik in the update. Maybe. Like I said, I didn't even know you could jump onto Robotnik. Before, I always did the roll underneath him, which would make me lose all my rings because it electrocutes them. But whatever. Hi, Hyper Classic Sonic, how's it going? We're just getting to the end of the live stream now. I hope you enjoyed it. Just to remind you all again, in the description there's a poll. You can vote for what Sonic character I play next, and that'll be the character I play in the next live stream. So vote. Want me to play as Tails? There you go. Or Knuckles, or Mighty, or Encore mode, or Cheats mode. Just vote whichever one you want, and whoever has the most votes, that'll be the one I do next. Starfish, yes, Starfishes are the best. Now we'll explain what game I'm playing next. So tomorrow, I'm not going to be playing Sonic Mania. I'm going to play Sonic Forces. I feel like playing Sonic Forces. I'm going to start from the beginning and just... I know the game is quite short, but I probably won't get through it all in one stream. I'll probably get through about half of it and then stop and then, you know, do a second stream for the second half. Sonic Horses, yeah, Sonic Horses. How many Chaos Emeralds did you have? I had 7 Chaos Emeralds, but I did New Game Plus. So yeah, next stream will be Sonic Forces, and hope you stay tuned for that. and then after Sonic Forces, I'll switch to Sonic Mania, then switch to Sonic Forces again, and then once that's done, I'll let you know what's going on after that. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this stream, and thank you everyone who tuned in, and another thank you to anyone who voted. I'll double check on the votes right now actually. We'll have a see who's winning. At the moment, Encore Mode is winning. Only one vote at the moment, so anybody who hasn't voted, go ahead and vote. And yeah, we'll see who wins the next. Oh, we got another vote. Mighty. So we're tied. Mighty and Encore Mode. But if you haven't voted, then be sure to vote. And yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye now, and I'm just gonna leave these credits going. Last stream I said goodbye, but I noticed it got cut out, probably because of like the delay, and it just shuts it straight away. So I'm gonna say goodbye now, and once the credits end, I'll stop the stream. So thanks again for watching, and goodbye.